Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, the review. Let's get into it. Thanks for tuning in to the Tom Patelson Show. This is the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie review. I'll do this in two ways. First of all, there'll be no spoilers at the beginning part of this, but when that light goes red, that means we are wrought with spoilers, but I'll post a big disclaimer on the bottom before we get to there. But first, let's go back. Okay, so when I saw the opening trailers and the opening previews, I was optimistic because we haven't had a Dungeons & Dragons movie since the year 2000. I think we can all agree that that was bad. And we haven't had a cartoon since 1985, the 2 seasons of the Dungeons & Dragons cartoon, which is a little too ungame-like and it broke a lot of the rules and it didn't really make you feel like you were playing the game. Not a great thing. But back to Honor Among Thieves. I've talked to a lot of my non-gamer friends and a lot of those who aren't into this subject like you and I are, and they ask the same thing. I didn't play the game. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna be lost on this movie. I don't know. I don't know. I might see it. It's getting nice reviews, but am I gonna be lost? No. You're gonna be fine. I can count on one hand and have a couple of fingers left the amount of people I know that have finished the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but we watch those movies just fine. They're going to be fine. If you want a disclaimer for the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie, it is this. Magic is real. That's it. That's all you need to like this movie. You need to know that magic is real. They've done a great job of filling in the blanks and bringing you along with story and character and game, and you'll get it right away. You'll fall in. It will not be a problem. Every single character has a fully realized arc, and you are sympathetic to everyone in the party. And it's got loads of action. It's funny. It's heroic. There are moments to laugh. There are moments to cry. There are moments of heroism, of hanging. Oh, it's really, really good. It is a Marvel superhero Star Wars in the Dungeons & Dragons universe. My lady loved it, and she's never played an RPG before. Okay. That's it for spoiler-free. Now I'd like to geek out with my friends who have seen this movie and those who have played the game before or who are into role-playing games. So we'll do that now. Okay. Spoiler alert. So you saw the movie, I saw the movie. Did you love the movie? I love the movie. I love the movie. I've not played Dungeons & Dragons since 1991, I think, but this movie made me want to go out and buy the 5th edition Player's Handbook, which I love flipping through. They have got awesome artwork, and I love looking at the pictures, and it's just a great... These are my favorite kind of coffee table books that are rule books, a good thick rule book like this. I love that. Okay, gaming points. I thought the movie did a really good job at building a realistic party. That's always an issue when you're gaming in a role-playing game is... how did all these people come together? There are 2 fighters and a cleric and a wizard and a rogue, and they met each other at a bar and decided to go knock over a dungeon and take a bunch of stuff. How do these people get to know each other? The movie does a really good job of how these characters are in the same time and place as the other. It's a nice arc. I love how they didn't beat us over the head with a lot of the game terms. Chris Pine plays the bard. But he's not called the bard. I don't think they ever mention that in the movie itself, in the text. They don't say, hey, you're a bard, you must do this. Hey, are you a fighter? You're a barbarian. Is that what you do? Hey, you're the druid. They mention the druid, the sorcerer, the wizard, but they're not beating us over the head with the game terms, which I think is great. I love how the bard gets his lute back, and the first thing he does is he plays a song with it and inspires the party. That's what the bard does. Leaves her inspiration. I thought that was fantastic. It felt like I was watching a campaign. It felt like I was watching a campaign and seeing each individual character do the things that they do and add to the party's strength. It makes me want to play D&D again. It makes me want to become a part of a campaign. But I am wondering some stuff. The kid who buys this game after seeing this movie, I think is going to be upset that they can't do the things in the movie that they can in the game, and that calls for an extreme geek question. My extreme geek question. The tiefling druid, Doric, who is played by Sophia Lillis. What level does she have to be in order to wild shape as many times as she does without having to rest? I haven't finished the entire rulebook. I'm too busy liking the pictures too much, so I haven't finished it. But I know they have to do things like rest, and I always remember when you play the game, it's difficult to figure out how much they can do, and that character shape changes a lot, and I think she's have to be immeasurably high in order to do it, and someone buying the game is going to be upset that they can't do that until the level 100 or whatever it is. But seriously, is that the movie we want, though? I remember playing Dungeons & Dragons, the original box version, the white box version from the late 70s and early 80s. And I remember that the wizard can't wear armor and can cast one spell a day and only has one spell, and after that they have to hide behind a rock for the entire day while they rest and write in their spell book, and occasionally throw their single dagger. Do I want to see that in a movie? I do not. I think I'm okay with rules changes being different in a movie if it provides more action and more story. And I also think the druid, I believe I read a review that the druid can't turn into an owl bear. That's not something that character can do because it's a monster and not an animal, but I'm okay with that too. Do you want to know why? We love owl bears. We absolutely love them. And at the end, when she does the Loki smash, which is what that is, by the way, it's the Loki smash. How great is that? We love the owl bear. I'm invigorated by that. I'm invigorated by my love of the game again. It really did bring me back. It did everything that the movie was supposed to do. It made me go out and buy a book. It made me want to get involved in it. So, I want you to chime in the comments if there's any glaring omissions from the movie that should have been that are in the game, or any mistake that you felt that it didn't honor the game, or did it go too far for you? Did it go too far for you in any way? To where you said, oh, I was going to like it, but now I don't because this was put in here, anything. But seriously, yeah, on a basic level, we were walking out of the theater, my lady and I, we looked at each other like, did you like, I like that a lot. Me too. That was really fun. I know, that was really fun. I didn't expect it. I had high hopes from seeing the previews, but I wasn't gonna expect anything from it. I really did love it. Yeah, spoiler alert, I really did love it. Welcome back. And that'll do it for this week for my review of Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Once again, many thumbs up, 5 stars. I loved it, I had a ball. I recommend it highly, please go see it. Like and subscribe this video. My shows drop on Sunday. I'd love to have you with us and talk about what we love, talk about the geeky things in our world, science fiction, pop culture, philosophy, board games, all of that nerdy good stuff. Till I see you next time, as always, peace, love, live long, and prosper. And I mean it.